Detroit would also have to win both of theirs. I don't think we're going to be talking about the Colts. Nope, we will be talking about the Colts. They've got a game coming up here. We'll talk actually about them and the Jags here shortly. But let's get into the first one. We've got Texans and Chargers in SoFi. I think what's interesting about this game, specifically just with playoff implications, you've got the Chargers one game behind Denver. If Denver loses one of this upcoming game, um,
They won't.
or which I don't believe they will, but I still don't think them winning this week against the Chiefs locks up the division for them as long as the Chargers beat Houston because they also play each other in week 18. So I think up as long as the Chargers win this game, they still have the opportunity to win the
Are
division
the
and
but the Texans
potentially have
aren't
a spot at the one seed.
are the Texans out of it? If the Texans
The,
win, they
yeah, good question. The Texans are basically all but in it. It's just formalities at this point. They would have to lose their remaining two games. The Colts would have to win their remaining two games, and I don't see that happening. We'll be talking about the Colts here in a little bit, but they also would still jump the Jags. They do not play the Jags to finish off the season. They've got the Chargers this week and then the Colts next week. But if they win both of those and they can get a loss from the Jaguars either this upcoming week or next week, unlikely to happen. But if it were to, then they could jump with two wins over the Jacksonville Jaguars and take a top three seed. So there are implications. Neither of these teams will miss the playoffs. The Chargers do have it locked up, but this is pretty exciting because the Chargers do have a banged up offensive line, but they just for some reason keep that ball rolling. Um, Justin Herbert with a broken hand has played phenomenal, but they're going up against the league's
what
best
you're
defense.
what you're saying is if they win this game, they're set up to steal the one seed from the or the division from the Broncos.
The Chargers, yes, they definitely could. It would be they would need to win this week and they would need to win
And then
next week
they
against the
would have to
Broncos.
beat them.
Yes, they would have to beat the Broncos. They could win the division and very well, with some help, take
And
the
you
number
know that
one
would be
seed.
very Chargerish. That would be very Chargerish to do that and then choke in the playoffs. Like
That would be great.
just
I
just shit down their leg in the first round. That would 100% be very Chargerish to do.
would love that. But the Texans have the number one defense in the league. Justin Herbert, broken hand, banged up offensive line. They have started to get their run game back a little bit more now that Amari and Hampton is back. They're gonna really struggle on defense, though. They just lost Perryman, one of their leading linebackers, I believe that is. I think he's out for this next game for suspension. Um, so they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. And the Texans' offense hasn't been quite so good this year. Nico Collins and C.J. Stroud haven't been able to get on the same page outside of a couple of games. I think CJ Stroud has really missed having Tank Dell, and they've been really struggling at the running back position. Not having Joe Mixon has been massive for their production this year. And Woody Marks and Nick Chubb haven't been able to step up to the plate.
I would say that they have been doing better than Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco.
That's a low bar.
Well, I mean Nick Chubb. I mean, I think Woody Marks is fine. Nick Chubb has really struggled, but yeah, I this to me would mean more to the Chargers, but the with how banged up they are, it's a tall task. I mean, I don't know if Herbert even feels his hand now at this point. So
Yeah. At the end of this game, it's going to come down to which side can perform better either on offense or defense. The Texans are going to have to make this a low scoring
what the
defensive
fuck does
game.
that mean? You should get
And
fined
me,
for Sean's quarterback speak.
it means that the Texans are either going to have to turn this into like if the Texans are going to win, this needs to be a low scoring defensive battle because offensively they're just not there. On the flip side, if the Chargers want to win, it has to be all offense from their side. They have to be able to go out and make this number one defense in the league look very mediocre. And nobody so far has been able to do that. As many sacks as the Chargers have given up in the last even couple of weeks, not even including this whole season, um, I would be scared if I'm Justin Herbert. I would be very, very scared. Will Anderson and that whole defensive line from the Texans has wrecked offenses, and I don't expect that to change. I think he's going to be running for his life a lot.
I think he will too.
I don't think he's going to have the lanes to rush like he did last week either. I don't think he's going to be able to get forward in that pocket and find those lanes to run. They not only do a good job of penetrating, but also cutting off those rushing lanes for quarterbacks to escape out of.
It's the best pass rush in the NFL. Not much more to be said about that.